Hey boys and girls, this is Miss Carter. Today we're going to look at how to sequence a story. We've been talking a lot about sequence and using the right kinds of words and telling the order that things happen in. And that's exactly what sequence is. Sequence is the order in which events happen. And we think about that specifically when we read stories, but it's in our life too. You can describe the sequence of a story by telling what happens at the beginning, the middle, and the end. Just like if you were to watch a movie and then you were going to tell somebody all about it, you wouldn't tell them the ending before you told them the beginning. It wouldn't make any sense. Certain words can be sequence clues, and we've talked about some of those already. These are some transition words. These are some pretty important ones. First, next, then, finally. Those are your pretty basic ones if you're going to give some steps in something or if you're going to tell the beginning, the middle, and the end of a story. Here's some time order expressions or sayings, and these are just other transition words. Maybe something happened in the morning. Maybe it happened right after that, which would be whatever had happened before it. Later that day or 2 weeks later. It could even be Saturday or in the winter or last summer. Those are all expressions that give people an idea of when it happened. So that's why we say time order. Some other transition words: yesterday, during, afterwards, while. There's really tons of them, but these are some common ones you're going to see. Now, I want you to try and be a sequence detective. I want you to see if you can spot the transition words in the following story. In the morning, Gizmo likes to eat some oats before Kachu gets up. Then she runs through her tunnel while Kachu is digging in the bedding. Okay, I want you to stop and think. Pause the video if you have to. I want you to try and come up with the transition words that I've used. Okay, did you find them all? In the morning, before, then, and while. Those are some words that give you a clue to the order that these things are happening in. All right, here's some more. As soon as he gets up, Kachu runs in the wheel. Afterwards, he eats some seeds. Then Gizmo wakes him up to play. Finally, they both take a nap. All right, pause the video if you have to. I want you to try and pick out those transition words and see if you can find them in there. Okay, did you find them all? Let's check. As soon as, afterwards, then, and finally. Guess what? Now you're going to try, okay? So follow the directions for your flipped assignment, and you're going to try and sequence something and tell it all in the right order using some of those good transition words.